Pussy isn't for everyone. So Shri Sisu of ClaimYourFeminine.com here to talk about the word. So I've most recently taken on the moniker of, so I have in my journey in Claim Your Feminine, I asked myself, what is it that I do? And transformational women's coach was like awesome, but not exactly it. And I didn't really like the word coach, and even the word mentor, which has a very it's actually like a father-son relationship. So it also didn't quite fit with what it is that I do. And so I explored, and what came to be was a high priestess of pleasure and chief correspondent from Your Happy Place. And most recently, what my guides have dropped down in, what was whispered in my ear, is the Pussy Whisperer. And since I have taken on this moniker, amazing things have happened. I first kind of announced it publicly in front of no less than about 400 people at a crowd in Fort Lauderdale, and you can, there's a link in my blog post where you can watch that whole video and the reaction that that had. And I'll tell you that not only did it rivet everyone and sort of galvanize the audience, after I spoke, a woman ran across the room to speak with me and said, I'm a literary agent, and that book, I want to represent that book. So it is coming to be published in 2017. So if you would like to be among the first to know when it emerges and celebrate the release of The Pussy Whisperer, then please do let me know and I will add you to that list. But I wanted to talk about the word because the other thing that's happened is since I've been using that word and speaking the word pussy, it's also inspired some rather virulent responses. So I had one woman who said, well, I'm not a prude, but that word is vulgar. And, are you sure that you want to use it? And the women that you're trying to reach, like the women who most need you, are going to be repelled by that word. And at the time, I felt less certain of it. And so I sort of backpedaled and said, well, maybe it'll just be for, women who are already in the know, who are already in my programs, and it'll be like a membership only site. But as time has passed and I've spent more and more time really speaking my truth, I've come to realize that the word pussy is an integral part of what I stand for. Mainly because it's instantly recognizable. It instantly incites a response, and it's more accurate. So, like, another woman recently said, isn't there any other word that you could use? Like, I find that word degrading. I mean, a video that's been making the rounds is of our President Trump using this word and referencing to grabbing women's pussies. And, to which my answer is like, if Trump can say pussy, why can't I say pussy? Like, another of my mentors, Mama Gina, Regina Tomasauer, has just in fact published, I'm going to just plug her real, Pussy, a Reclamation, which is a concept that I believe in deeply. So in answer to the more recent woman who said, really, can you use any other, like, why not vagina? And well, besides the fact that it's like very clinical, and there's only one person ever who I could listen to say that word. She was a young dancer that I trained with, who was from, I want to say she was from Puerto Rico. And so she would say it like elongating each syllable, like vagina, vagina. And she said it like that. And I was like, okay, I could listen to say this word over and over again all day long. But why for me, pussy and the Pussy Whisperer? I believe, like Mama Gina, that we have often not been equipped with a word for, and when I was growing up, we simply didn't even refer to it. There was no language. And I find that that's the most common denominator amongst women. Otherwise, the list is actually amazing. I'm going to read you a few from Mama Gina's book, Wiki, Cuckoo, Privates, Down There, Pooter, Pee-wee, The Fine China, Name and Address, Venus, Noonie, Miss Kitty, or Purse. In my own experience, names that have been brought to my attention are Honeypot, Pocketbook, Down There, like Mama Gina talked about. Your girly bits or your girly parts, your naughty bits or your jiggly bits, girl parts, woman parts, and of course, vagina. The thing with vagina, aside from my lovely dancer friend who says it so beautifully, is that it actually the etymology of that word is that it means sheath, and it's only a part of the whole pussy kingdom. It's not a kingdom, queendom. It is just that inside passage. And so it doesn't include the clitoris, it doesn't include the labia, it doesn't include all of the amazing parts and everything. And so I felt so powerfully aligned with this word and thought, yeah, I want to be part of bringing this word to represent really the reverence and the sacredness with which I consider this magical part of the female body, the seat of her intuition, the wellspring of her power, her sensual and sexual magnificence are housed here. It is literally the gateway through which life is brought into the world, and both ways, right? So, in conception and in birth itself. So, yeah, I take a stand. I take a stand for pussy.